Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Thursday, the 14th of November 2019. And yesterday we published a video entitled Trump Re-Energizes Gold and Silver Prices, pointing out that President Trump's comments on China has given gold and silver a little lift from their rather recent depressing price performance. Now, at the time we wrote and published that video, gold was around $1,464 and silver at $1,691, both up just under a couple of percent prior to President Trump's comments. Now, at the time of writing this, we can see that gold has strengthened a little further to $1,468 and silver to $1,696, having hit $17 earlier today. But even this additional rise is somewhat disappointing, especially as a few things have occurred since our video of yesterday. For example, quite damning testimony against the president by two career diplomats in the impeachment inquiry, publicly shown. US jobless claims announced this morning have jumped to their highest level in nearly 5 months. The Dow Jones has fallen from around 100 points up to just a few points down this afternoon. GMT, obviously still morning Eastern time. We've also have the US-China deal announcement either appearing to be delayed or perhaps not including as much as first thought, together with adverse industrial output data from China announced. Add to this the fact that retail sales in the UK fell in October by 0.1%, compared with expectations of a small increase, and the Fed chair yesterday, at a congressional hearing, failed to rule out further rate cuts subject to economic data reliance. So, all in all, one would have expected a little more of an uplift. Now, it is quite possible this may come by the time this video podcast is published, but really, if it does not, and gold and silver cannot gain ground from such events, there really isn't much hope. That said, we have retail sales and industrial production figures for October coming out tomorrow, and it is quite possible that these may have an impact on precious metal prices. We have to caution, though, if these are disappointing and gold and silver do not benefit, then the market is telling us something. Contrarily, of course, if they do respond positively to further negative news, then we may very well see a nice uplift. However, we did announce in our video yesterday that the world's largest gold-backed exchange-traded fund, SPDR Gold Trust, actually fell on Tuesday to its lowest level since the 20th of September, and equities certainly do appear to hold the dominant position for now. So our message today is to watch these markets closely against the data being announced, and if we do not see any further upside to gold and silver before the weekend is out, then we could certainly expect to see lower prices again next week. Now, we won't jump before we can walk, meanwhile, and we shall just have to wait and see. But initial signs are not positive for gold and silver, especially as we are witnessing a relatively strong dollar spot price at 98.35. So, bearing all this in mind, let's watch out for the economic data being announced tomorrow. Let's see how markets respond generally, and let's see how the China-US trade negotiations continue. The impeachment crisis, let's be candid, is going to result in the Congress impeaching the president, but it certainly appears that the Senate has no intentions of executing that impeachment. So to some extent, whilst there are important issues being raised, it is in terms of how they affect markets likely, unless something amazing is announced, likely to prove to be a sideshow. We must also not forget the situation in Hong Kong, which seems recently once again to be worsening. Thank you for listening. Until our next video tomorrow, we hope you have a very enjoyable evening. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe either as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.